Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jobran. I will be sharing to you my inputs about the psychology of lockdown effect. So, why lockdown? Because I know that when you talk about lockdown, a lot of people are struggling. We are all struggling because we are not allowed to go out. We are not allowed to travel. We are advised to stay home for our safety. Because when we go out, there is a risk. So to better understand the idea of lockdown effect to human behavior, I am going to use the idea of Abraham Maslow. So if you know him, it's better. If you don't know him, this is just a quick background. Abraham Maslow, he was a leading psychologist, humanistic psychologist, and he developed the hierarchy of needs. According to Abraham Maslow, humans as we are, we have three human needs. We have our basic needs, psychological need, and the self-fulfillment needs. Let's start with our first level of need, the basic needs. According to Abraham Maslow, if your basic needs are deprived or unmet, you cannot move on to the second level of need until your third level of need. You will stay at your basic needs. So what are your basic needs? You have your food, the clothing, and the shelter. We cannot live without food, we cannot live without shelter, we cannot live without clothing. That's why, because of the pandemic, a lot of people are struggling. They feel stuck up because they cannot provide food for their family. That's why they cannot move up to their next level of need. A lot of people are being anxious. A lot of people are being distressed because they are not allowed to find money. They are not allowed to go to work because of the virus. But there are also a lot of people who are risking their own safety because they need to provide food for their own family. For me, I cannot blame them for doing that because it is part of their own human survival kit. They need to provide food for their own family. What is psychological need? Psychological need talks about we need friends, we need family, we need other social support to keep us on moving, to feel that we are happy, to feel the sense of belongingness. We need other people. We cannot live alone because we are humans. We are social beings. We are wired to do social interaction. How about self-fulfillment need, the self-actualization need? This is the most difficult to achieve. Why? Because when you talk about self-actualization need, you need to maximize your own potentials. You know yourself, you know what is best for you, and I know that as of this moment, we are still struggling to move up to our highest peak of our human need, which is the self-actualization need. For me, the theory of Abraham Maslow is the perfect fit to explain the idea of lockdown effect for humans like us. Why is it that a lot of people are struggling? Because we have a lot of needs, because our basic needs are unmet, because we are struggling, because we are in control. We cannot do anything. That's why stress, depression, suicidal thoughts, we are at risk because of our current situation. According to Maslow, we should not worry about this one because life is uncertain and life is unpredictable. At any given moment, we only have two options. The first option is we need to step forward. And the second option is we need to step backward. It's either you will step forward or you will step backward. We need to have a growth mindset. We need to stay positive despite of the pandemic because the current situation that we are in now, this is beyond our control. That's why we need to learn better, to be a better learner. We need to do something. We need to be productive. That's part of your growth mindset. If you choose that step backward, you will just stay at your comfort zone. You will not think about growing. You will not think about maximizing your own potentials. And according to Abraham Maslow, that is the best part of being humans, to be self-actualized. So I hope you get something out of this quick discussion. Thank you so much for listening. If you have time, once again, Please comment below if you have something to tell me about my topic discussion. Thank you so much for listening.